Betrayal in Brotherhood. Part 10, A Father's Choice. James Carter took a deep breath and stepped toward the house he once called home. With each step, his mind screamed at him to turn back. They aren't yours. They never were. Walk away. But his heart, it whispered something else. They're still your kids. He knocked on the door. A few seconds later, Ethan opened it. His son, no, Daniel's son. Ethan's eyes lit up. Dad? James's chest tightened. His throat burned. Hey, buddy. His voice was hoarse. Before he could say anything else, Ethan threw himself into James's arms. I thought you weren't coming back, Ethan mumbled into his chest. James held him tight, his heart breaking all over again. I'll always be here, James whispered, because no matter what DNA said, these kids were his. Inside the house, a tense reunion. Sophie stood in the hallway watching. James gently pulled away from Ethan, locking eyes with her. We need to talk, he said. Sophie nodded, leading him to the living room while Ethan ran off to tell Lily that Dad was home. James sat down, rubbing his temples. I need to be in their lives, Sophie. I don't care what happened between us. They're still my kids. Sophie wiped a tear away. I was hoping you'd say that, James exhaled, trying to hold himself together. But, he added, his tone sharpening, that doesn't mean I forgive you. Or him. Sophie's face fell. I can co-parent, but we're done. Sophie nodded slowly. She knew she had lost him forever. Meanwhile, Daniel sat alone in his apartment, drowning in guilt. His best friend hated him. His wife had left him. And now, he might lose his children too. His phone buzzed, a message from Sophie. Sophie. James is here. He's staying in the kids' lives. Daniel exhaled in relief. At least they wouldn't lose the only father they had ever known. But where did that leave him? The road ahead. As James left the house that night, Ethan and Lily waved from the window, smiling. He smiled back, but inside he was still broken. Time would heal. But trust, that might never come back. Part 11 drops tomorrow. Stay tuned.